Today's lesson was a review on percent of change. So you can see in the first example, and the table is already done for us. You can see the original amount, the new amount, and then we have to find the change first. So our original amount was 8, our new amount was 10. So you subtract 10 minus 8 is 2. And then in the proportion, it's change over original. So 2 was the change. So 2 is our top number. And then our original is 8. So that's our bottom number. And then from there, we cross multiply and divide like normal. So let's look at number 2. Our original 20, our new is 22. So first, subtract 22 minus 20 leaves us with 2. And this is change over original, so the change is 2. Our original number is 20. And then we know 100 always goes in this bottom corner. And then x will go on top, because we do not know the percent. So I'm going to come down here and solve it. Cross multiply 20 times x and 2 times 100. X by itself, we have to divide by 20. We can take a 0 away from the top and the bottom, but we still have 20 divided by 2, or half of 20, which is 10. And it is a percent because x was over 100, so the percent was missing. Okay, number 3, the next example. Our original is 16 and our new is 12. So first, to find the change, we subtract. 16 minus 12 is 4. So if we have change over original, we know the change is 4. Our original number is 16. And then again, 100 in this bottom corner, x on top. So let's solve that. Cross multiply 16 times x, 100 times 4. To get x by itself, we divide both sides by 16. So top number goes in, bottom number goes out. 16 will not go into 4, but it will go into 42 times. 16 times 2 is 32. 40 minus 32 is 8. Bring down our 0. 16 goes into 80 5 times. And we're done. So in this example, x equals 25. And again, it is a percent because x was over 100 and our percentage was missing. Okay, we keep going here. Okay, number 4, our original is 20, new is 40. So is 15. So that is our change. 25, x over 100. Cross multiply 25 times x, 15 times 100. To get x by itself, we will divide both sides by 25. Top number goes in, bottom number goes out. 25 will not go into 1 or 15, but it will go into 156 times. Subtract, go down, bring it back up. So this one is percent. Okay, our next example, original 15, 20. So first step, we want to subtract. 20 minus 15 is 5. Change over original. Okay, original is 15. x over 100. Okay, cross multiply, 15 times x, 100 times 5. Divide both sides by 15. 15 will not go into 5, but it goes into 50 3 times. Gives us 45 left over. Bring down a 0. 15 into 50 3 times for 45. Subtract 5 left over. We add a decimal and a 0. And every time it brings me back to 50. So we can go ahead and stop and say that this number is going to repeat. So x is going to be 33.3% repeating. So to show a number repeats, we just put that little line on top of it. Okay. Number 6, our original amount is 8, our new amount is 13. So we want to subtract 13 minus 8 is 5. So we have change over original. The change is 5. Our original is 8. Cross multiply. We have 8x is equal to 500. To get x by itself, we will divide both sides by 8. 8 will not go into 5, but it will go into 50 6 times. 6 times 8 is 48. 50 minus 48 leaves us with 2. Bring down our 0. 8 into 20 goes 2 times. 8 times 2 is 16. Subtract, we're left with 4. We want to add a decimal. Bring down a 0. 8 times 5 gives us 40. And we're done. So this one is 62.5, percent. So that is kind of our quick overview of percent of change. You always have to subtract first to find the change, and then you have to identify your original amount. Then you can set up your proportion and cross multiply and divide.